Hello and welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. Today we're looking at a Toyota 4Runner Limited 7-passenger in the color white. Let's take a look. Starting up front here, underneath the hood, we have the 4-liter V6 engine, automatic transmission, gets up to 270 horsepower, 278 pound-foot of torque, and you've got towing capacity up to 5,000 pounds. Up front here, you've got your LED headlights, custom-rated 10 running lights, and fog lights down below. If you look straight down from your Toyota logo, you'll also find your front-facing camera on the front end. And if you look underneath either one of your front fog lights, you'll find this little round nodule. This guy is your front parking sensor. Along to the side here, we've got 20-inch alloy wheels, factory running boards, side mirrors have integrated turn signals, blind spot monitoring, and additional cameras and puddle lamps underneath, which contribute to the surround view camera effect. On both of your front handles, you have these two double lines. We'll talk about those guys more on the driver's side. Moving back, all of your rear windows come with factory tinting. On your rear columns here, you have your limited trim level badge. And up top, we have these silver roof rails. Approaching the back, much like the front, you have backup parking sensors going the whole way across your rear bumper. You've got your hitch, and then you have your spare mounted underneath. Then underneath of your rear logos is your backup camera. To open up your cargo space here, reach right next to the camera underneath the logo, press the button, and lift upwards. Inside here, you'll find your second row seating has a 40-20-40 split, meaning this middle section here is able to work separately from either side. If you want to release that, you can just release a little handle right underneath your rear headrest. Otherwise, will act as a 60-40, larger side the 60 on the left and the smaller side 40 on the right. To release those seats to lay down flat, you have these little handles on the top outside corners that you can release, and then they will lay down much like how we have the third row right now. Third row is a straight 50-50 split right down the middle, has the same releases on the top outside corners to release them flat, and then has these handles in the middle instead that you can use to raise the seat upwards. For your third row occupants, they have plenty of access to their own storage and cup holder spaces. On the right hand side, you do have a couple of power adapters as well as your JBL speaker sound system all throughout this unit. In each one of the four corners, you will find these silver tie-down hooks. You can use these to further secure your cargo. And behind this little false wall here is where you'll be able to access your toolkit in order to access the spare tire underneath. This unit does also come with the interior cargo cover, so this guy comes all the way outwards, locks into place on either side here, and helps to keep private anything you keep stored in your rear space from anybody trying to look in through your windows and see what you have stored. We also have the rubber mat cargo liner, which will lay across the floor space back here and against the back of the third row seats. First two things that it does. First off, it helps to protect your vehicle from any damage from your cargo and protects your cargo from damage from the vehicle. It is also much easier to remove and clean that plastic rubber surface of any dirt or debris versus a typical carpeted interior that likes to cling to everything. To close up your space back here, you can reach up to the handles on either side or just pull down on the fabric strap to the right and then just push it back into its starting position. Next, let's take a look at the inside. Inside here, the interior upholstery is this beautiful brown leatherette. It has this almost light brown, almost orange type color for a bit of contrast stitching. On the side, you have access to this other little handle release, which will help give you easier access to your third row seats for the occupants back there. In the middle, you have access to a folding down armrest / cup holder, which of course can easily fold away to increase your seating capacity as well. Then looking forward, on the back of your front passenger and front driver seats, you have this mesh pouch storage. Back of your console, you have your air vent as well as your chargers down below. And we currently have the fitted tub-style Toyota rubber mats installed in this unit. All the units do come with both carpeted and rubber mats. 2 levels of storage inside your door there, and then your power window all the way up top. Now, back again to these 2 double lines. These guys indicate keyless entry, so if you have the key fob on your person, you can tap your hand in here to lock and unlock the unit. Up top, you've got your power windows for front and back, as well as your window lock and power lock system. Underneath your handle is your memory seat settings, which of course means you have electronic seat adjustment up front here, back, front, up, down, and lumbar support. You've got your hood release latch on the bottom left-hand corner of your dash. On top of that, first off, this is your surround view camera, so if you give that guy a press, you'll find that your surround view gives you a look around yourself. Press the button one more time, and it will change perspective one last time, and it will go back to its normal infotainment screen. Then you have your 400 watt AC 120 volt and 100 watt power outlet for the rear there. Then you have the defrost for your rear windshield wiper blade. automatic headlamps, dash brightness, and side mirror controls. Pop up and take a closer look at your steering wheel. Black leather, black stitching. Then, left-hand side, you've got controls here for your radio, you've got your volume, and then the hands-free communication. Right-hand side, up top, this is the controls for your dash display. And then you have your adaptive cruise control down below, which includes sonar and lane departure. In the middle up top is where you have your clock and four-ways, and then you have your infotainment display screen here. Currently, you're looking at your customizable home screen. Through here, you have access to the phone, audio, and your built-in navigation with this unit, which is fully touch-sensitive. You can also access that through the map button. For your audio listening, you have AM, FM, and satellite radio. Full Bluetooth connectivity includes Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and you've got optional USB adapters all throughout. In the menu section is further customizing, so destination, audio, phone, app, projection, info, display, and setup. Setup is more specifics, so general Bluetooth, audio, phone, voice, nav, clock, language, theme, color settings, etc. Right hand side is all of your radio controls, including tune scroll on the bottom right, volume controls on the bottom left, push start ignition left of that, as well as your heated steering wheel right underneath. Then we have the climate control center in the middle here. We've got dual climate control up front here, which means that it can be used all together as one, or if you turn on the dual feature, each side can then function independent from each other. Defrost for your front and rear windshield, as well as side mirrors bottom right corner. Underneath, you've got your USB and 12-volt adapter, and in the middle, this is your controls for your heated and cooled seats. So you just push it in, it will pop outwards. You can then twist the dial to do whatever you so please. You've got the blue for the cool and the red for the heat. And then once it's at whatever point you want, you can just push it back inwards. And to turn it off, you just line the two dots up with one another there. Underneath, you've got your little storage cubby. You've got your 2-wheel 4 high and 4 low controls, your cup holders, storage spaces, bit of wood grain trim that you've got here on your gear shift. In the back, this is your control for this power adjustable rear windshield that you've got in the back. You can take a look at that guy in its process. Push the button in to have it roll down, pull the button up to have it roll all the way back upwards. You can also stop it at any point along the way to suit your personal preference. Great for letting in a little extra airflow into your cab space. Down below, you've got your console space all the way in the back here. Lots of storage. You've got another 12-volt adapter inside. Right hand side, more wood grain trim going across this dash piece. Lockable glove box down below. Up overhead, you've got your sunglasses compartment, traction control, 8-track downhill assist. 1, 2, and 3 are your garage door openers. Then you've got controls. You've got your SOS button, overhead lighting controls, and controls for your roof. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on this full video tour for this Toyota 4Runner Limited 7-passenger in the color white. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 Ottawa Road in Sherwood Park, Alberta. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life is full of choices. Let us be yours.